So it is time, my friends. Let's begin. Alors, on trouve une position confortable assise sur un coussin ou une couverture repliée. I invite you to find a comfortable seat. The hips are elevated a little bit, as always, more comfortable to sit for the first few minutes to settle in to our practice. Namaste to all of my friends joining here today on this live. I invite you to close your eyes as we move through just a gentle contemplation practice before moving into our breathing. You may want to bring your thumb and forefinger together with the palms facing downwards. That will help draw your awareness and your focus inward. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Allow a sigh to escape, to center and balance yourself internally. Alors, les 3 premières respirations nous permettent de se centrer, de créer une intention pour l'équilibre interne et externe pour notre pratique aujourd'hui ensemble. Our theme is balance. Contemplate what balance means for you, inner balance as well as outer balance. Alors, quand on dit le mot équilibre, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire pour toi? As we take our seat at the beginning of a yoga practice, and today's practice will be focused primarily on asana, so postures, which helps us develop concentration and discipline to assist in the practice of meditation. Alors, une pratique de asana, où est-ce qu'on pratique certaines postures, nous permet d'améliorer et de cultiver une meilleure concentration et discipline qui nous aide dans notre pratique de méditation. And we begin all practice with pratyahara. It's a yogic teaching that teaches us to move away a little bit from the external world and to move inwards. So as we draw our attention inward, we eliminate distraction. On retire les sens de notre monde externe pour aller plus vers l'intérieur de nous-mêmes, pour suivre les courants d'énergie, de contempler nos habitudes et comment on prend soin de nous-mêmes, si ça marche pas. So this pratyahara, or withdrawal of the senses as we begin a practice, allows us to tune inward. We release any distraction, preoccupations, or interference that may be coming from the outside world. And we do a deep dive to connect with our own inner currents, to notice what's there right now without trying to change it in any way, just simply learning to be the witness, learning to sit still, learning the skill of deeper relaxation, focus, concentration. Alors de prendre le temps comme ceci, de s'asseoir, de suivre le flot de notre respiration, de diriger toute notre attention vers l'intérieur, nous permet de rentrer en contact avec les courants internes, comment on est en ce moment, comment on arrive sur notre coussin. Ce qui est une pratique de discipline, une pratique de concentration pour arriver à un point plus calme. So we're cultivating deep inner calm by learning how to sit still, to follow simply the flow of our breath, to tune our senses inward, and to release from the 5 senses where we often create judgments of likes or dislikes, where we can learn to witness and just simply detach from anything external and our 5 senses. Alors, ça nous fait pratiquer le détachement de nos sens. On devient le témoin durant notre pratique de asana aujourd'hui. Suis le flot de ta respiration maintenant, peut-être plus au ralenti, plus naturel. Notice if the flow of your breath has shifted or changed in any way. And then draw your hands to your heart center. Ramène les mains vers le centre de ton cœur. Vers le cœur. Offre-toi un namaste. Offer yourself a inner namaste to acknowledge the light and all the goodness that resides within you. And I recognize that same within all of us. So we'll begin a mudra style of breathing, which does help focus on concentration and flow. And it's a breathing practice that also develops reverence for the earth, to bring forth that inner balance, to help cultivate external balance within our lives. Alors, c'est une respiration avec les mudras, dont on ouvre les mains ici au centre de notre cœur. Tu tournes les mains vers le sol. Yana Mudra, pouce et index ensemble. Et quand tu descends les bras, on penche légèrement la tête. C'est un geste tout simplement de reconnaître l'énergie de la terre. Quand tu inspires, tu regardes doucement vers le haut en flottant les bras vers le haut. Ramène les mains vers le centre. So you come home to your center with your hands, merging all polarities. So we inhale here as we open the hands, sky and earth. We gently draw the hands back down to the earth with a small bow to acknowledge the earth. And we do the same thing towards the sky. There's a gentle upwards motion, and then we come back into our center. So this really symbolizes this connection of our beingness, our body, mind, heart, spirit, as being this bridge or this connection between earth and sky, and that we are connected to all the elements of nature. Et quand on connecte, on se branche vers les éléments de la nature, nous sommes plus en harmonie avec tout ce qui nous entoure. So we follow the breath in on the way up, follow your breath out on the way down. The breath in, we open and expand our center, receptivity, and then bow to the earth to acknowledge that from which we came. Floating upwards, skywards, open to all possibility, coming back home to our center of stillness and calm. Continue that rhythmic breath on your own here with the breath mudra. De ressentir le symbolisme de ce que tu fais ici en même temps. De rentrer en harmonie, calme. On respire et on bouge avec fluidité, avec rythme. Connecting to that smooth, steady flow of inhale and exhale as your body moves through space above and below. Let's do a few more rounds. Fill your lungs completely, empty the lungs completely, so that there's a steadiness beginning to take hold in your mind, your body, your heart, in gratitude for earth, for sky. Nous sommes le pont entre le ciel et la terre quand on respire de cette façon, cette connexion de corps et esprit et respiration. Let's take one final breath, my friends. Here we go. Une dernière respiration. Connecting to the inner sensory perceptions of the body. On prend une pause à la fin. Take a pause. Bow your head to your heart. Smooth out one final deep breath here. Floating in stillness. And in stillness, there is still life, there is still movement, there is still breath and the beating of our heart. So be the witness of all that is balanced within you today and all that feels out of balance, so that you can create that intention of coming back to your center. Let's remove our cushion. On va tasser les coussins de côté maintenant pour aller vers la posture de l'enfant avec les genoux écartés, gros orteils des deux pieds ensemble. Bring your big toes together, knees nice and wide, and stretch back into your first child's pose. Balasana here is a resting pose, and you can come here anytime during the practice when you feel that you need to just get still, slow down, or take a pause. Alors, on descend le front au sol, une excellente posture pour la récupération, de rebalancer nos énergies. Et même juste ceci, une posture comme la posture de l'enfant peut être une pratique de yoga toute seule. This posture alone can be your contemplative yoga practice some days. Now breathe in towards the lower back. Envoie la respiration vraiment bas vers le bas du dos, la base des reins. Et quand tu vas inspirer de nouveau, tu peux glisser les mains vers les genoux. Start to inhale and slide your hands to your knees as you roll up, floating the arms skyward. Flotte les bras vers le haut. Replace les genoux pour qu'ils soient bien alignés avec les hanches maintenant. Inspire, allonge. On va plier les 10 orteils. Flex your toes now and place some effort into all 10 toes to create space here between them. Draw the tailbone down. And take both hands to the lower back. Alors, on ouvre les bras à peu près 90 degrés pour ouvrir la poitrine, main sur le bas du dos. And as you brace through the lower back and the hip area, start to open the front body, the hips, the abdominal area, the chest, the collarbones, your throat, and your jaw. And just take a breath. Reviens vers le neutre. On va travailler juste le bras droit, grand mouvement circulaire. So we'll get the arms and the shoulders ready here with a few big circle motions with one arm. And find the range of motion that feels good for your body right now. Alors, une amplitude de mouvement, ce qui te fait du bien pour la mobilité de ton épaule, les côtes, les voies respiratoires. So we're working through the side body here. Just do that a couple more times. Follow the flow of breath and switch up your speed of movement from time to time, slow, moderate, or fast. And the next time the arm comes around, position your hand on your lower back, main sur le bas du dos la prochaine fois, et vas-y vers l'autre côté. Ça peut être des petits mouvements, plus larges, moyens, et même chose avec la vitesse. Alors peut-être tu vas vouloir juste changer un peu la vitesse super lentement. Ça offre une autre sensation que des mouvements plus rapides. So notice when you shift up the motion and the speed of your movement that offers a different experience. Now alternate one arm to the next. On va alterner. Replace la main sur le bas du dos. So adding just a very gentle opening and rotation of the body as you're doing a backstroke here. Bracing gently through your abdominals, your pelvic floor muscles, activating your gluteal muscles so that the lower body from the pelvis down is really well supported, solid and rooted. So there's always stability in our poses, and there's freedom and lightness in all of our postures. So let's do that one more time each arm. That should loosen up the shoulders, the upper back, the respiratory muscles nicely. And then both hands to the lower back, les deux mains sur le bas du dos maintenant. Rapproche les coudes, arque le haut du dos, regarde en haut. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, slowly coming back into a table position avec les mains et les genoux au sol. So slowly now, just a couple of cat's breaths. Inspire, allonge la colonne vertébrale, et à l'expiration, dos rond. Just do that a few times in your cat's breath now. Inhale, create length between each vertebrae, moving from the crown of your head right out through the tailbone. And after that last one, we'll move into a position that we call the cat bow. And we're going to do 2 cat bows. Engage les abdominaux. Tourne les deux mains vers l'intérieur. So you're turning your fingers towards one another. Keep the toes curled under. And as you exhale, lower the chin and chest down. Inhale, draw the chest back up. Alors, les coudes vont sortir directement vers l'extérieur. Et à l'inspiration, tu remontes le tronc. Vas-y quelques fois comme ça. Just follow the flow of your breath, feeling an engagement of the belly, and your hips stay aligned with your knees, so there's very little movement through the lower body. Just a smooth, steady flow happening through the torso as you move up and down with your breath. Great to stimulate the stability through the shoulders, reinforcing the triceps. One more time. Après une dernière fois ici, on va rechanger la position avec les mains tournées vers l'intérieur. So externally rotate the shoulders, palms face forward now. So draw the shoulders down and back, leaning into the position, bracing the abdominals, chin and chest lower down with the elbows tucked close to your side. Alors, on inspire en descendant. Expire en montant. Essaie de garder les épaules bas. Tu peux trouver l'amplitude de mouvement. So peut-être c'est des petits mouvements. If you have to work at keeping the elbows close in, maybe just do a quarter of the movement. And as you feel your body start to accept the motion, and as you get stronger, maybe halfway down, until you can start to move chin and chest lower down to the floor. And these are movements that help us with chaturangas and arm balances that we do in yoga. And we'll be doing a couple of them today, so this prepares us for that. Next time, let's go all the way to the floor. Descends complètement au sol maintenant. Et allonge les jambes derrière. Stretch those legs back. So hands nice and wide. Anchor the tops of the feet and the hips to the floor. Ancre bien les pieds et le bassin pour monter vers un cobra. Et à l'expiration, descend. 3 fois. Just do 3 of those motions now. Inhale into an undulating cobra motion, followed with your breath. So let the breath guide the way. And as you stabilize, I'm going to invite you to do a retention. Now, if you feel lightheadedness or you have blood pressure challenges, I'll suggest you do not do the retention. But the next time you come up to the top, if you're used to practicing, let's add that retention. So inhale all the way up, inspire, retiens le souffle. Expire, redescends le tronc au sol. So inhale, float the torso up, retain the breath in, 3 to 5 seconds. And as the need for the exhale grows stronger, we exhale without feeling shortness of breath. If you feel short of breath, then just take out the retentions. Do not do them because we don't want to create struggle or strain or dizziness or pressure in any part of the body. Just gradually lengthening the inhale and the exhale is a perfect place to start. And then gradually, as you're used to lengthening the inhales and the exhales, you can add a few seconds of retention at the top and then release the breath. Encore une fois, let's do that one more time with breath retention if you're practicing that way today. And then release. Beautiful. Curling hands and taking the hands underneath the shoulders. Press up now and pull it back to just a half child's pose. Comme un demi-posture de l'enfant pour étirer doucement. So now let's come back onto all fours. À 4 pattes, les mains sous les épaules, les genoux alignés avec les hanches. Okay, so bracing through the abdominals again. Let's send the right leg back and the left arm forward into a quadruped or bird dog position. So pressing out through the heel, lengthen the front arm and shine right out through your fingertips. On respire ici, reste, engage la jambe, cuisse, fesse. On rentre, engage les abdominaux aussi. Et on étire jusqu'au bout des doigts. Alors préparez-vous, on ajoute une respiration. Let's prepare for a breath. So as you exhale, draw the knee to the forehead, let all the air out. So balancing with the breath now, in and out. Inspire par le nez, expire par la bouche. Breathe in through the nose, exhale through your mouth. Let's do that a couple more times. Et à la fin, posture de l'enfant. As you set back down, release into a child's pose. Again, wiggle the hips side to side. Let your hands and your arms, your wrists and shoulders start to release here. Come back onto all fours again. Prepare for the other side. Tourne les orteils. Engage the lower belly. Be strong in your quadruped or table position here. And then opposite arm and leg. So right and left leg this time. Extend. On pousse vers le talon et on étire vers le bout des doigts. Avec une concentration ici d'engager le centre et les abdominaux. Let your gaze look straight down on your mat, maybe a foot ahead of you. Breathe, hold. Maintain that spinal stability. Finding stillness and balance. We'll be working through a lot of balance asana, developing concentration, discipline. And as you exhale, knee to forehead, on plie le coude et le genou. Inspire, allonge. Expire, on sort tout l'air. So you're pumping the air out of the abdomen here. Draw the knee towards the forehead. Squeeze the air out of your belly. Working through, building greater circulation. One more time, an inner heat. Beautiful. And then position the hands and the feet. Relax the feet. Posture de l'enfant. Release. Sit back to your heels. And then roll up onto your knees here. On remonte à genoux. Et comme le mouvement qu'on a fait au tout début, just do a little wrist release. A lot of postures that we work on in yoga on the hands and the wrists. So promoting the circulation through the wrists. We call this the flowering lotus. C'est un mouvement de notre lotus ici devant pour la mobilité de nos poignets. Do that a couple more times. Good. And then let's come back into the center here. A little bit more challenging. Same arm, same leg. Reviens vers la table. Alors, on va allonger même jambe du même bord que le bras. Okay, so let's start by extending the right leg straight out. Press out through your heel. Again, find your stability. Get strong in your posture. I'll suggest that you move your left hand, maybe a half hand's width laterally to the left side. Alors, on tasse un peu la main gauche vers l'extérieur un peu. Tu veux balancer sur la main et genou et pied gauche. So see if you can balance here on your left toes, left knee, right and left hand to bring the right fingertips off the floor. So commence juste pour trouver ton équilibre comme ça. Once you feel steady, maybe you can lift one finger at a time off the floor and extend the same arm, same leg. So you have just slight open angle here, but we try to maintain that stability through the glute, the thigh, the spine. And if you like an extra balance challenge, let's add the breath. Alors avec un peu plus d'équilibre, expire, genou coude. So keep looking at one spot of the floor that's not moving to maintain stability and focus. Fixe le regard au sol devant. Inspire, 5 respirations. You've got about 5 breaths there. How about one more? And then reposition it on the floor. It works a lot of stability through the opposite hip as well. Good. Let's take it to the other side. Garde les orteils fléchis. Okay, alors on allonge la jambe gauche cette fois-ci. Find your balance here. Right hand moves laterally to the right side, maybe half hand's width. Grow strong. Okay, quand tu sens bien enraciné, puis bien balancé, bras gauche va allonger comme la jambe gauche. So bras gauche, jambe gauche. Same extension on the left side this time. Shoulders down. Reconnect to your breath. On calme la respiration. Énergise ta posture. Be nice and strong and long here. When you're ready to move into it, let's breathe elbow to knee. Inspire, allonge, 5 ou 6 respirations. Do 5 or 6 nice deep breaths here as you move through this balancing posture. Use your concentration. And one more time. And here you can release it back down. Good. Soften to a child's pose again. Avec les bras devant. Berce le bassin ou le dos de droite à gauche. You may just want to rock a little bit here, side to side, into a gentle child's pose. We'll work through downward facing dog, another sequence here for the hips. Send the hands far forward, les mains loin devant. Even distance between each one of your fingers. Grip your yoga mat. Curl the toes under. Find your neutral spine. Just take your time to move into that first downward facing dog. So maybe you want to keep your knees a little bit bent. Get some length through the arms, your spine. Release your head and neck. And just play with a bit of motion through the hips side to side. Lengthening the side of your body, drawing the chest and the belly towards your thighs. And then pedaling the feet. Respire. Un poids égal sur les deux mains. La tête relaxée. Bouge le bassin, tes jambes. Ça ramène beaucoup de circulation vers la tête. Ça nourrit le cerveau. Glue your feet together. On colle les deux pieds ensemble. Tu peux garder les genoux fléchis ou allongés. You choose. Knees a little bit softer or extended. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg extends up and back. Chien trois pattes, jambe droite en haut. Continue à t'éloigner de tes mains. Press away from your hands. Bend your knee, open through the hip now avec le genou droit fléchi. Soulève le genou vers le haut. On maintient un poids égal sur le pied et les deux mains. So see if you can draw the tailbone in here a little bit as the belly draws towards that extended thigh. And as you exhale, on va faire quelques fois en mouvement. Tu reviens vers le centre. Grand pas avec ton pied droit à l'extérieur de ta main. Take a look. Right foot reaches out to the outside of that right hand. The knee comes to the floor, hips move down, and the chest lifts up. We'll do that in movement 3 times. Okay, en mouvement maintenant 3 fois. Respire. Move through a stable plank, 3-legged dog. Take your time into a big wide lunge with that foot on the outside. Knee comes to the floor and the heart lifts. Take your time. Nice, smooth, strong, deliberate, balanced motion. Each time those hips might say something a little different to you. What are they saying to you today? Okay, so the next time you're in that deep lunge, just stay there. Tu peux rester. Les mains sous les épaules. Position your hands directly under the shoulders. Let your collarbones smile. Why wouldn't they? This is such a nice deep stretch for the hips and the anterior chain. Now, I'll suggest that you can take it into another Kramar stage by releasing the knee out to the side, arriving on the outside edge of your foot. Your back toes are still curled under to unweight the back knee, and your heel is lined up with the ball of your foot. So on laisse pas la jambe être trop paresseux en arrière, le talon toujours vers le plafond. Beautiful. Let's take another breath. We'll add a twist here. So ramène le pied aligné avec le genou. So reline up the ankle and the knee. Okay, right hand on the inside of your right foot. Glue the inside of your knee to the back of your right shoulder. Tu veux serrer et coller l'arrière de ton épaule contre le genou. Le bassin reste neutre. Keep that left hip moving forward, the right hip moving back to even out the pelvis. With the shoulders down, draw your right ribs over to the left side. Alors les côtes côté droite vont aller vers la gauche. Respire. Tu peux garder la main gauche sur la hanche. Left hand can stay on the hip. Or reach the arm right up to the sky. Deuxième option, bras vers le haut. Okay. Appuie dans ton pied en avant. Keep the front foot well anchored. Tailbone moving down, activating the lower belly to reveal a little bit more opening through the hip. Now deepen your breath. Even out your breath. Balance your breath. Where there's balance in our breath, there's greater balance in our body and our life. This will be a kneeling warrior 2. Take a look. On va changer la position ici un peu. Je plie le genou en arrière. Je vais le pivoter de côté. I pivot the back knee. Come up onto the forearm on the right side to help you lift up into a kneeling warrior 2. Line up your knee and your ankle here. Knee and ankle here in the front. Extend the arms out to the side. Regard derrière pour aligner épaules, coudes et poignets. And then look forward, line up your elbow, shoulder, and the wrist here in the front. Let the torso align with your hips, finding the center. Shoulders down, gaze past the front fingertips. Respire. Fais un balayage de ta colonne vertébrale, le coccyx vers le bas, sommet de la tête vers le haut. Keep creating space between your vertebrae. Take another deep breath. Micro movement, finding your center, just connecting to it. It's that sweet spot. Windmill the arms forward. Comme un moulin avant, on revient vers l'avant, la jambe en arrière pivote, bring that back leg back, and we end the sequence the way we went in with a 3-legged dog. Plant your hands down, chien trois pattes, lift up, extend the right leg back. And position the foot back down to the floor. Excellent. 2 pieds collés ensemble. Inspire l'autre jambe, chien trois pattes. So again, finding the position where you can anchor firmly into both hands, chest moves to the thigh, head and neck soft, heavy, released. Firmness in the back thigh to feel the extension without struggle or strain. There's a lightness and an ease at the same time as steadiness and strength. Open the hip, bend your knee. Alors, on plie le genou maintenant pour ouvrir la hanche, le pied vers l'extérieur. Coccyx rentre vers l'intérieur. Draw the tailbone in to find the length in the lower back. Open the knee to the sky, genou vers le plafond. Respire, main égale, firmness and evenness through both hands. Now come back to neutral, big step to the outside of your left hand. Grand pas vers l'extérieur de ton pied, ta main gauche, genou au sol. As you draw the knee to the earth, lift and lengthen through the sternum. Ooh, that one is delicious. Let's release back again. Alors, 3 fois en mouvement. Follow your own speed, your own pace for 3 more times. Deliberate movement. Place the movement in a special way. That's part of what Vinyasa Krama means. An evolution from one moment to the next, and taking our time to be consciously aware from moment to moment where our body is in space, how we're breathing, how we're moving, what our holding patterns are, what takes us out of balance, so that our yoga practice can help us restore our vital essence and balance. So the next time that foot is forward in a lunge, let's just stay there. On reste maintenant. Alors, tu peux garder les orteils fléchis en arrière. On descend le bassin, draw the hips down, tailbone draws under to activate the lower belly. Gaze at a spot that's ahead of you a few feet. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot, send your knee away from you. Tu peux envoyer le genou vers l'extérieur sur le bord de ton pied. 2 mains placées sous les épaules. Anchor the hands to feel rooted in your foundation. Regulate the breath. Even weight through those 5 toes in the back, the heel pointing up to the ceiling. Garde le talon vers le plafond en arrière. Prépare pour la torsion. Let's do our prep for the twist. Position your foot so that you've got your ankle and knee aligned here in the front. Hand on the inside edge of your front left foot. Glue the back of your shoulder to the inside of your knee. Alors on serre et on colle l'épaule vers l'intérieur de notre genou. Hand to the hip. Before moving further, just alignment cues here. Right hip moves forward, left hip moves back. Tailbone subtly draws down to create this openness and space to breathe through the lower back. Option to keep the hand on the hip or draw your left ribs through to the right side. Again, smiling through the collarbones. And if you wish to go deeper, find more space and length. Reach upwards. You can gaze to the side or turn your head to look straight down. Follow the breath. Regulate your breath, even when you're challenged. Isn't that life? When we're going through challenging moments, find your breath. This is what asana practice teaches us, is to teach us concentration and discipline, to find our breath even when it's not always so comfortable. And nothing is permanent, so you can come out now and release. Prepare for the kneeling warrior 2. So back knee is going to pivot, front forearm on the front thigh. Line up your knee and your ankle here in the front or in the back, and your knee and the ankle also in the front. Good. Extend through the arms, just like a warrior 2, but you're on your knees. So lining up, take a peek back, line up the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrists. Same thing in the front. Bring a nice neutral pelvis. You feel your steadiness. When there's alignment, there's greater energetic flow. When we have flow within our body, then we can connect to that same level of flow within our life. Regardless of what's happening, it's not that things get easier. We just have the tools to be able to navigate through it with greater ease. This is a practice of pratyahara, as we did in the beginning, the withdrawal of the senses to move inward, to release distraction, Just detach. Steady and strong. Warrior is our strength. And we all have that within. That's my intention for today, was the word strong. Mentally, physically, internally, externally. Let's windmill the arms. Come on out. On ressort maintenant vers le lunge. Alors avance la hanche. On sort de la façon qu'on est rentré. So prepare to go out the way you came in. Position the hands. Three-legged dog. Chien trois pattes, jambe gauche. Grand respiration. Et dépose le pied au sol. Good. So let's start to walk the feet towards the hands now. Coming into just a halfway lift. On remonte mi-chemin, main sur les tibias. Send your hips back and the crown forward. Soft knees. Hold on to your ankles. Send the elbows out to the side. On tient les chevilles, les coudes vers l'extérieur, le sommet de la tête vers le sol. On fait ça encore. So either with bent knees or extended as you feel it. Coming through the halfway extension and lift. Exhale, forward fold, belly towards the thighs. Root down through those feet. Lifting the hips as the crown lowers down. Take another breath. Through the chair pose, bend your knees, descend the hips towards the earth. La chaise, on descend les hanches, renvoie les bras vers l'avant. So shine the arms forwards, full extension, sit back into the chair. Even weight on both feet, go as deeply as you can here until you feel some form of sensation that challenges you. À la respiration, on reste calme. Bring your hands to your heart. Broaden the chest and the collarbone area here. Open up and extend through the spine. Just feel where your body is in space. Yeah, extend upwards now into an extended mountain. On remonte complètement. Aligne tout ton corps. Oreilles, épaules, hanches, genoux, chevilles. Anchor through the feet at hip distance apart. Imagine that your tailbone is being drawn downwards like a root from the tail that descends to the center of the earth, right into the earth's core to hold you grounded. Alors tu diriges l'attention vers le coccyx. Imagine que le coccyx devient une forme de racine qui descend vers le centre de la terre pour te retenir, groundé, enraciné, pour te nourrir. As you feel more grounded through that tail and through both feet, slowly take the hands back down alongside of the body, les bras maintenant le long du corps. Good. Roll the shoulders back. Come into a warrior two, preparing to move from warrior two to half moon. Alors, si tu as des blocs de yoga, I've got yoga blocks here to prepare for half moon, or anything that you might have in addition for props. So as we did in the kneeling position, now we move through warrior two standing, parting the feet, heel to arch or heel to heel. On aligne le talon avec l'arche de notre pied. So from our root energy here that we just cultivated, send that energy from the pelvis down both thighs, knees, legs to feet. On enracine de notre première chakra, notre centre énergétique qui descend pour nourrir les jambes. So as you firm up the legs and you feel balanced here, pressing into the outer edge of your back foot, just find that rootedness. There's a steadiness and a strength, but a lightness and a buoyancy in the upper body. Open the arms to warrior two. Look back, look at your back arm, align it wrist to shoulder. Same thing in the front. In and out, subtle movement. Follow the gaze to the tips of the fingers. On dirige l'attention vers les doigts. Respire. Where does the rhythm of breath take you in this pose? Explore it inwardly. So move out of your head, drop down a foot into your heart. Feel what's happening, and then go deeper than that. Everywhere where there's sensation, send breath. Good. Hands to the hips. Prepare for the half moon pose. Tu peux prendre le pied en avant, un peu plus près. You can step in to close up the stance a little bit. Windmill, you can catch your block here if you wish, at any height. and start to grow into your pose, lining up the front foot, heel with ball of the foot. Heel, your hip, knee, and ankle press into the heel. Keep growing and lengthening in your half moon. Lower ribs gently roll forward. If you're using a block, you line up the outer edge of your block with your little toe and maybe a foot in front of the supporting foot. Alors, respire ici. Enracine de ton pied qui te supporte. Continue à agrandir et allonger. Coccyx vers le bas, hanche, genou, cheville. Active la jambe. Main sur la hanche ou le bras en haut. Regulate your breathing. We move through a forward fold on the next exhalation. Once you've found that sweet spot and that steadiness, reposition the hand to the hip. Stepping together, forward fold, flexion de tronc vers l'avant. Prends les deux chevilles, étire les coudes vers l'extérieur. Elbows move outwards to the side and just release into your forward fold. Mains sur les hanches. Let's take the hands back to the hips. Ground through the feet. Activate your hips, your gluteal muscles, your thighs to rise up strong. Full extension. Mains sur le bas du dos. Extension, regarde en haut. Take a breath. Come back through mountain pose. Nice and long. Well done. Let's do it on the other side. So opposite foot forward now. Lining up heel to heel or heel to arch. Front knee bends. Taking the knee underneath just over top of your ankle. From the hip bone, activate out your thigh to the edge of your back foot. Finding that dynamic balance, not overstretching. We're aware not to overly exploit flexibility or strength, but to try to balance the two. So everything when we talk balance, it's inner balance, outer balance. And just finding that balance between it requires skill and strength, but suppleness and ease. Good. When you've set your body from the hips down to your feet, just feel it. Breathe into the lower body. Open the arms. Gaze back, shoulder to fingertips. Gaze forward, shoulder to fingertips. And follow the inner subtle currents of energy in your body. From intensity to adaptation and ease. Just like any event in life, there's a moment when there's change, as we are living through now, where there's intensity. With intensity can come reactivity or emotion. This is why we practice asana that take us out of our comfort zone, because we see our patterns. Do I react? Do I get emotional? Do I judge it? Do I have a dialogue of, I like this, I don't like that? Because that's what shows up in our day-to-day world. So these asana teach us detachment and just to witness what is. To say, oh, that's interesting. That's there today. Let it go. Stay. Focus. This is what teaches the concentration discipline, why yoga is so magical and so important. Gives us the skills to navigate through our life during those challenging times. So be the warrior right now. Connect to your inner strength. When you're ready to release from there, we prepare for the half moon pose. You may want to shorten your stance a little bit. Prepare the block, the outer edge of the little toe, 6 inches to a foot in front. Make sure your foot is nice and straight so that you're externally rotating the hip. On fait une rotation externe de notre hanche ici pour la posture de demi-lune. So feeling the stability in that lower leg. Light hand if you're using your block. Anchor from the hip. Alors on étire dans notre hanche vers le talon. Coccyx rentre. So there's this gradual progression, just like our standing mountain pose on 2 feet, but now you're on 1 foot. But all the principles in yoga apply. Tailbone comes down to find the length, reaching through the crown. Lower ribs move forward. On ramène les côtes inférieures vers l'avant. Il y a une élongation de la colonne. Fait qu'on est toujours en train de faire un balayage dans notre corps. There's this constant body scan happening. Press through the heel. Feel strong. Activate your body. Lengthen. Strengthen. Breathe above all else. When you're out of balance, come back to your breath. When you're challenged, come back to your breath. And bring that skill into your day-to-day. Alors, option de garder la main sur la hanche ou le bras vers le haut. On travaille nos aptitudes, rester calme sous pression. Quand on a un bon défi dans la vie, reviens au souffle. Quand il y a quelque chose d'inconfortable, sans le juger, on constate que c'est ça comme ça en ce moment, il n'y a rien de permanent. So once you've taken those few more deep breaths and found your sweet spot and your alignment, start to bend through the supporting leg. You can bring both feet together. Flexion de tronc vers l'avant, mains sur les hanches pour commencer, ensuite vers les chevilles. So you can come all the way down, reaching for the ankles, forward flexion, any pelvic movement that feels good. Just move instinctively now. Trust the feelings in your body of what you need to release from that last pose. We're going to start to crouch down into a crow pose. So down into an arm balance now. Descends sur la plante des pieds. Just find your dynamic balance here. Now, a couple of options. If you do have yoga blocks, you can use them. Tu peux servir de tes blocs. Les pieds sont la largeur des hanches. On écarte les orteils. So spread your toes nice and wide. Come onto the balls of your feet. You may want to position the blocks close to your knees or your thighs to help you with your balance. So here are your alignment cues. Okay, drawing the tailbone down to help activate the lower belly. Draw the knees together. Alors avec le coccyx bas, on rapproche les genoux et on avance les genoux. Send your knees forward. Open through the chest, soft shoulders. Good. Now either using the blocks or hands to the heart. Tu peux servir de tes blocs ou ramène les mains vers le cœur. Fixe le regard devant, équilibre. Steady gaze, steady breath, steady mind. Fixe le regard, calme et tranquille, respiration rythmée. Et notre esprit va suivre et devenir plus calme si on n'est pas en train de réagir. Ça nous démontre à quel point quand on n'est pas confortable ou à l'extérieur de notre équilibre dans la vie, que si on réagit, ça va peut-être se démontrer ici sur le tapis aussi. Good. So let's release from there. Take a look. We'll just have some fun with an arm balance. If you're used to crow pose, go ahead into it. I'll give you a couple of options to play. Si t'es pas habitué, la posture mettant de corbeau, tu vas tirer, juste ouvrir les pieds un peu vers l'extérieur. You can let the knees open. Hands are positioned on the floor just like plank. So, external rotation of the shoulders. On maintient l'ouverture ici avec les mains au sol. So, you grip your mat. Agrippe le tapis avec le bout des doigts. So, option 1, first option, get your feet nice and close to the hands. There's a buoyancy in the hips and the pelvic floor. Squeeze the knees to the elbows. Tu peux serrer les genoux vers les coudes et tout simplement bercer en avant et bercer en arrière. So maybe this is where you start today. Just rock the weight into the hands like you imagine lifting the feet off the floor, but you don't. Imagine what it would be like if you did. Okay. And the trick is to keep your gaze forward. Regarde plus loin devant. If you look here, that's where your nose goes. Okay, gaze forward. Next, the trick is just to lift one foot, put it down, other foot, put it down. Maybe you do that a few times. Essaie de remonter et de descendre un pied à la fois. Prochainement, after that, squeeze, lift, and both feet. Steady breath, gaze, and come back. So feeling that suspension, you might want to try that again. So it's the feeling of strength and lightness, breath and focus. One more time, my friends. Either the rock, the foot lift, or both feet lift. Take flight. Good. From the crow position, we will release it into a pigeon pose. The hands will come forward, step back to a plank. Bring the right knee in. So angle now. Pour le pigeon maintenant, on ouvre le genou à l'extérieur de la hanche un peu. Alors hanche, genou, cheville en arrière. Okay, you may want to position a cushion or a block underneath the hip. Right hip moves back. Left hip moves forward. Alors, on balance le bassin avec ou sans un bloc. You choose. Just make sure that you're not twisting to get your bum down. Level off your hips. Option 1, main en haut. You can stay with your hands up or take the forearms down. And just reconnect to the breath. I love to add the knee flexion to the pigeon pose. I'm going to offer that to you now. Alors, on peut faire aussi flexion de genou en arrière avec le pied fléchi. If that feels accessible for you and you can maintain your breath, your stability, maybe you can take your right hand and reach for the left ankle and just play with the position a little bit. Micro movement until you feel that center. Steady, calm breath. After another full breath, release forearms or the hands to the floor. Step back to your plank to change sides. Alors, on revient pigeon vers la planche. Allonge. Tu peux pédaler les pieds. L'autre côté. So in this variation of pigeon, let's just keep the knee open a little bit to the outside. Lining up your hip, knee, ankle. With a cushion or a block underneath the opposite left glute. If you'd like, just to support the pelvis. Your heel points up to the ceiling. So find your alignment first and just wiggle into it. Wonderful to open up the psoas. Your glutes and rotators of the hip on the other side. Follow your gaze. Si tu décides d'aller un petit peu plus loin dans ton pigeon, soit sur les mains ou les avant-bras au sol. You can release your foot if you wish to move deeper. If that's accessible for you today, whatever alignment that you'd like to take, whether it's with the hands or on your forearms. From one day to the next, we can vary our position depending on what's happening, what we've done or what we haven't done with our bodies. If you want to explore here the knee flexion, that will take you deeper into the quadriceps, the hip flexors. As long as your breath stays steady and you're not forcing to get there, it'll go gradually with time. The more you practice, angle by angle, releasing deep adherences, deep holding programs, deep emotions, deep tensions and stresses that we accumulate. It's so important to evacuate our little disturbances as they come before they become louder body messages. Alors, sois à l'écoute de ton corps, on réduit les adhérences, les tensions au fur et à mesure que les petits stress nous arrivent avant que ça devienne plus grave. Alors, on descend maintenant. Start to release from your pose. You can step back into one final plank position just to realign your legs. Rock forward and back. Activate the lower belly. And take your knees back down to the floor. Reach into a child's pose here. Respire. Rock your body side to side. Good. Let's take the hands now back towards the knees. Come into a seated position. And knees to chest. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. On descend sur le centre de notre tapis, les genoux vers la poitrine. Les épaules bas. Berce le corps de droite à gauche. Offer your body a gentle rock from side to side. Begin to deepen and smooth out the breath. That will happen naturally. La respiration va prendre forme, plus relaxe. Windshield wiper here, your feet. Nice wide feet avec les pieds larges. La position de l'essuie-glace avec les bras ouverts. Les genoux vont aller d'une direction, la tête de l'autre direction. I love the windshield wiper for its ability to release any tension through the hips, sacroiliac joint, gently through the low back and the side body. So go at your own pace from side to side, keeping the upper back anchored to the floor. Allow your head to float naturally in the opposite direction to your knees. Alors la tête va tourner tout naturellement dans l'autre direction de tes genoux, à l'opposé de tes genoux. Quand les deux genoux vont être rendus vers la gauche, when your knees are to the left, stay there, on reste. Okay, tu peux garder la main gauche juste à l'intérieur de la cuisse gauche. Left hand can stay on the inner thigh. Right arm extends upwards overhead. Bras droit au-dessus de la tête. Et de la hanche jusqu'au bout des doigts, on allonge et on étire. So activate your gluteal muscles here, pressing the hip forward gently. Contracte le fessier pour ouvrir la hanche en étirant le bras droit vers le haut. Ouvre et ferme la main droite. Open and close your fingers and your hand on the right side. Draw your chin to your chest. Respire dans l'abdomen. Fill the air into your lower abdomen. Relax tout. Just soften the body into the pose. Don't do anything. Just let it take its own form. Trouve une forme naturelle. Draw the upper arm back down to your hip. On ramène le bras vers la hanche, retourne vers le centre, réaligne les hanches, realign the hips. Windshield wiper to the other side, l'autre côté. Tu peux placer la main droite à l'intérieur de la hanche. Les épaules bas, le menton rentré. Gently draw the chin in to lengthen your neck. Breathe into your belly. Allonge le bras gauche en haut. Extend your left arm upwards overhead in line with the shoulder. Start to reach and stretch almost as though you're exaggerating a little bit the motion from the hip joint. So from the knee as moving away from you, the knee moves away from you. The hip then starts to move forward by activating the gluteal muscle. And we open up through the side body, creating space in the ribs right up through the fingertip. Alors continue à suivre l'action de éloigner ton genou, d'avancer la hanche en contractant le fessier gauche, d'étirer de la hanche au long de la taille, entre chaque côte, sous-bras, jusqu'au bout des doigts. Ensuite, relâche un peu pour laisser le corps prendre sa forme. Feeling steadiness now without forcing or straining. Just allow for the length to happen and for those tissues to breathe almost on their own. Give your body permission to relax here. Even if it's not a form you're used to taking, where can you soften and release more? Où est-ce que tu peux lâcher prise un peu plus dans ton corps en ce moment? Fais un balayage pour l'explorer. Release the upper arm back down towards the hip. On ramène le bras gauche vers la hanche. Retourne au centre. Return to the center. Lift and lower the hips. Soulève le bassin, réaligne. Deux options. You may want to take your resting pose now with your knees towards one another, feet wide. Alors, si le dos est sensible, les pieds larges, les genoux un vers l'autre, bassin neutre. Or full shavasana. Extend your legs. Parted, shake out your body. Put on socks, a sweater, cover yourself with a blanket. Just make yourself comfortable and let everything release. Embrasse les jambes, le bassin. Laisse tout le poids de ton corps aller complètement. On cède le poids au sol. On est confortable. Si ça veut dire mettre des bas, un chandail ou placer une couverture sur ton corps, prends le temps de le faire. Imagine in your mind's eye a scanner moving from head to toe, scanning to release any residual tension from your body as you've opened up all these energy channels here today with our balancing practice. At times, perhaps moving out of your comfort zone, to now rest and move into a place of comfort and ease. Avec un balayage de notre corps, mentalement, de la tête aux pieds, on relâche tout. Ça se peut que parfois, dans la pratique, qu'on est sorti de notre zone de confort. Et maintenant, c'est d'inviter la tranquillité, la facilité et le confort. Give yourself permission now to surrender in this final, important, crucial resting pose to restore your vital essence. Tellement important dans cette dernière posture de régénérer ton énergie vitale, de te reposer, de régulariser le système nerveux, le corps, l'esprit, le cœur et les émotions. Allow for self-regulation of the mind, the body, your heart, your emotions. Connecting more deeply with your soul self. Sois à l'écoute de ton âme. Si tu as le temps et tu as le goût de rester plus longtemps en Shavasana, je t'invite à rester là. If you have the desire and the need and the time to stay longer in Shavasana, stay here. I will begin to close the practice, inviting those of you who are ready to complete to pedal the feet, wiggle fingers, move your wrists, stretch your body instinctively. Take deeper breaths Until you can draw your knees to your center, roll onto one side. Quand ça va être le moment, étire tout ton corps. Ramène les genoux vers la poitrine. Roule sur un côté avant de revenir assis. And in a few moments, we'll meet in our final seated position to complete our practice together. On va compléter ensemble assis. Welcome back. Bienvenue. It's in the final seat here. Take the final position as you did when you began your practice earlier, même position qu'au tout début. Breathe, self-regulate, and feel the effects of your practice. Your mind, your body, your heart, your soul, emotions. Having cultivated balance from the inside out, the outside in. Create an intention for yourself now moving forward of how you will maintain your own life balance through mini moments in your day to restore your own equilibrium. Reflect on that for a moment. Alors, on crée une intention interne de comment on puisse continuer à garder l'équilibre mentalement, physiquement, émotionnellement dans notre vie au quotidien, même par des mini-moments chaque jour pour pratiquer de garder notre centre. Créer une intention personnelle. Deep gratitude to the teachings of yoga and all of our teachers who have brought these teachings forth to us to create a holistic approach of well-being in mind, body, heart, spirit. Le yoga, c'est une approche globale et holistique pour la santé. On partage une dernière respiration. Let's take another breath together to close our practice. Pour compléter notre pratique ensemble, redescends les mains vers le cœur. Come back home to your center, the merging of all polarities, your heart. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you for taking the time to join our Friday Flow live at 5. Today was about balance, inside and out. If you found this practice helpful, I always appreciate it if you share it on your pages with your friends or people that you think could benefit from a little bit more balance in their life right now. I know we all can. And I will be switching pages and going to the Laura Warf Happiness page. So if you haven't visited schoolofhappiness.ca, we have our Facebook page as well, where there's daily tips and inspirations on happiness, balance, and well-being. So schoolofhappiness.ca is our online home, but also the Laura Warf Happiness page is where I'll also start diffusing these Facebook Live at 5s over on that page, but we'll keep you informed. Alors, visitez schoolofhappiness.ca. Merci aussi de partager. Et si vous voulez visiter notre page Facebook Laura Warf Happiness, je vais aussi diffuser des classes et des capsules de yoga, de bien-être, de bonheur sur notre page Facebook Laura Warf Happiness. Alors, merci encore. Thank you. I love reading your comments and your hearts and your likes. Or if there's anything that you feel you need to work on or that you'd like to see, I'm open to your suggestions. I love you all. Je vous aime beaucoup. Merci et à la prochaine. Thank you and see you next time.